Hey team, this is Catherine Von Tempo, independent consultant and executive district manager with Arbonne. I'm a little out of breath and you can see I'm outside in the snow. It's snowing right now. I just got done shoveling my driveway for the second time today. So we are in the bit of a little bit of a, I don't want to say snowstorm, it's not really a storm, but just a heavy snowfall here in Michigan. And I just wanted to share this with you guys as I was shoveling my driveway. I was just kind of thinking about things and just some thoughts came that I wanted to share with you. I shoveled my driveway earlier and I had about like 2 inches of snow on it, and it's that kind of heavy wet snow, so you definitely want to get it off the driveway when there's less inches than more inches. And after I shoveled my driveway, I knew I was going to have to come back out today and shovel at least one more time. Probably I was expecting actually 2 or 3 more times. But the snowplow came by, so it dumped a whole bunch of that big, heavy, wet snow at the end of my driveway that I needed to go clear off. And there was probably about I would say, like a 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch of snow on the rest of my driveway. So it wasn't a ton of snow, and I didn't really need to clear it. But I did anyway. I did it because I was out here and it just made sense. And honestly, guys, I'm really glad I did, because it ended up being a lot heavier and a lot wetter and a lot more work than I expected just by looking at it. But it just got me thinking, because I didn't really technically need to do it, as far as like, oh, I could do it a little bit, it'll be fine. But that's kind of how we are with Arbonne sometimes. You're like, oh, I don't need to make those 5 phone calls today. I've got an appointment tomorrow. I've got, a party lined up this week. I'm looking good. But we don't do those 5 daily, our little daily activities, our income producing activities for right now. We do them really more for later. And that if I hadn't shoveled my driveway now, it would have made a ton more work for me later, because I would have had this lighter, fresh snow on top of this really heavy, wet snow. And it just would have been a lot more painstaking, a lot more time, a lot more effort. And I really kind of would have been like shoveling it off versus just kind of walking across my driveway, making it a little easy. And that's kind of how our daily income activities are too. If we don't make those 5 phone calls a day or 10 phone calls a day, or make those 2, if we don't have our 2 appointments a week, or 2 one-on-ones, 2 business appointments, 2 one-on-ones, and 2 groups at 2 by 2 by 2. If we don't have those going, then we're looking at the end of the month and being like, oh no, I've got to hit 2,500 to maintain my district, or I need 3,000 to finish district qual, or I need 4,000 to go into area qual, or whatever those numbers may be. And then we scramble the last week of the month and we're like, who needs an order? Who needs product? Who needs product? Can I use the product? And we become very product heavy, but there's just not balance. And so it just was one of those things that I was thinking of, just I'm shoveling my driveway now so it will be easier for me later, because I'm going to have to do it again later because the snow's coming. And that was just something I really thought of in just in our business, is that make those daily activities, go to that monthly meeting, get on the team Zooms, get on those things, make those a part of your everyday, not necessarily for right now in this moment, but because it ingrains in you, it gets it instilled in you, and it becomes part of your DNA and your fiber, and it makes it easier later. It just does. It becomes less work later. We make those 5 phone calls every day, every working day, so that way you don't have to make 25 phone calls. That's a lot more overwhelming sometimes than just making 5 phone calls. 5 phone calls can take you 15 minutes, and you can be really quick, especially if you're getting voicemails. Just leave a quick voicemail, versus, okay, I got 25 people to call because I didn't make my calls on Monday, I didn't make my calls on Tuesday, and now it's Friday and I gotta make all these calls. So just encouraging you guys in that way to do the daily income producing activity every day. Make your 5 phone calls every day. Every day you work Arbonne, make those 5 phone calls. If you're really going for a big goal, bump it up to 10. Maybe you do 5 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon if you don't have that solid time where you can do it all at once. And so, so hopefully that encourages you guys. I'm going to get inside now because I'm getting a little chilly, and I need some water and a little bit of rest after my winter workout. But I hope that's encouraging to you guys. Bye, team.